to my channel and welcome to another Spotlight series. If you're just joining us or if you're new to my channel, my Spotlight series is where I feature a single ingredient and I show you how to use it 3 different ways. In the past, we have been doing kind of abstract or maybe hard to find ingredients, things that you buy that are maybe a little bit more expensive and then you are stuck with the container and you don't know how to use it. But today I am switching things up and I'm going to show you how to use a really common ingredient in 3 different recipes. In today's video, we are using almond butter, and as many of you know, almond butter is a staple in the health food community, and we are partnering with my friends at Naturally More Nut Butters, and we are featuring their almond butter in today's video. Some of you might recognize Naturally More from one of my What I Eat in a Day videos. I used their squeezable peanut butter in my sweet potato breakfast recipe and it was so good. You guys loved it. And today we are using their almond butter, and what I love about Naturally More is that they include probiotics and flaxseed in their nut butters. So this almond butter right here is a roasted almond butter and it has probiotics, which are great for your gut, as well as some flaxseed meal, which adds in some nice omega-3 fatty acids, and it obviously tastes amazing. So if you want to learn more about Naturally More, and I'll talk a little bit more about why I love almond butter at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned after the recipes to check that out. But for now, let's just go ahead and dive into our 3 almond butter recipes. Alright guys, so the first recipe we're going to make are almond butter truffles. The ingredients we're going to need are Naturally More almond butter, some maple syrup, some coconut flour, and some vegan dark chocolate chips. And we're going to start by adding a cup of the Naturally More almond butter into a large bowl. Then you can add in your maple syrup, and we're just going to stir this together until it's combined and smooth. Then we'll add in our coconut flour, and I use 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, but it will kind of depend on how runny your almond butter is. Basically, you just want it to be thick enough so that you can form this mixture into a ball. So that's what we're going to do now, is we're just going to form them into about tablespoon-sized balls, and then place them on a parchment or wax paper lined baking sheet. Repeat until you have no more almond butter dough remaining, and then you can pop this in the fridge for about half an hour. Once you're ready to dress them with your chocolate, you can melt your chocolate. I tempered my chocolate, but you could also just do this in a microwave. And once it's fully melted, you can either dip your little almond butter balls in the chocolate and roll them around so that they're fully coated, or you can drizzle them. It really just depends on how much chocolate you're going for. So then you're going to put them back on the baking sheet. And here I'm just showing you how to drizzle them. I use it with a fork. And then you're going to refrigerate these for 1 to 2 hours until the chocolate sets, and that's it. I find that these keep best in the fridge or the freezer. So for our next recipe, we are making my blueberry quinoa breakfast bars, and the ingredients we are going to need for this are 2 bananas, 2 flax eggs, 2 tablespoons of almond butter, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, some quick cooking oats, cooked quinoa, coconut sugar, hemp hearts, some baking powder, and some fresh blueberries. We're going to start with our wet ingredients, and basically we're just going to start by mashing the bananas until they are completely smooth. The riper these are, the sweeter they're going to be, and the easier they're going to be to mash. Then we can add in our flax mixture as well as the almond butter, the vanilla, the lemon juice, and you're just going to stir this together until it's nice and smooth. Then we're just going to add in all of our dry ingredients, so the oats, the cooked quinoa, the coconut sugar, the hemp hearts, and the baking powder. And you'll stir this mixture together until it forms into a dough. It's going to be kind of sticky, kind of like a granola bar. And then you can just fold in your fresh blueberries. And we are going to put these in a 9x9 baking sheet that is greased with avocado oil spray, but any kind of cooking spray is fine. Then spread it out, press them down, and bake these at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. And then you need to let them cool completely in the pan before you slice them into squares. And these keep best in the refrigerator. And they'll be good for 4 to 5 days. And the last recipe we have is a Thai quinoa salad. The ingredients we are going to need for the salad are cooked quinoa, grated carrots, sliced red bell pepper, shredded cabbage, chopped broccoli, diced scallions, the Naturally More almond butter, tamari, toasted sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, juice of 1 lime, as well as some water. So we're gonna start by cutting some of the vegetables. I wanna just show you how I slice the pepper. So basically remove the top, take out the whites and the seeds, and then slice it into thin strips. And then once you have these strips, you're just gonna cut that in half. For the broccoli, I basically just chop the top off and then finally chop it up. This just makes it easier to eat so that there aren't a ton of big broccoli chunks throughout your salad. So then to prepare the salad, we are going to start by adding the quinoa and all of the veggies into a large mixing bowl. And then we'll set that aside and make our dressing. All right, so for the dressing, we are going to just add everything into a small mixing bowl. So the almond butter, the tamari, rice wine vinegar, the toasted sesame oil, and the lime juice. I find that it's easiest to get the lime juice out with a citrus squeezer. And then we're just gonna stir this all together until it's smooth. And it will be pretty thick, so that's why we add the water. And we're just gonna add it in stages so that we get the right consistency. I usually use about 2 tablespoons, but depending on the thickness of your almond butter, you might need to go up to 3. Then you will just pour the dressing over the salad, and you can stir everything together until it's totally combined, nice and saucy, and you can serve it right away. I like to garnish mine with a little bit of cilantro. It's also delicious with chopped peanuts or a little bit of hot sauce. It's up to you, and it is absolutely delicious. And there you have it, my friends. That is how to use almond butter 3 different ways. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. As always, you can find all of the recipe instructions, the ingredients, more photos on my blog. I've linked all of the specific recipes in the description box below, so make sure to check that out if you want to make them. And of course, I want to thank Naturally More for joining us in today's video. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I want to quickly talk to you about almond butter and why it is so great. A lot of people are actually allergic to peanuts these days, and if you have a peanut allergy, almond butter is a great alternative. Almonds are really high in healthy fats, they're high in protein, and the Naturally More roasted almond butter tastes amazing. I think that you can use almond butter in place of peanut butter in pretty much every single recipe. Of course, the flavor will change slightly, but the texture will be the same, and you're still getting a ton of protein and healthy fats. So almond butter is a great option. If you want to learn more about Naturally More almond butters, or if you want to pick some up, highly recommend it. It's so good. You can find their website in the description box below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would love to have you join our community on YouTube. You can do so by clicking the red subscribe button that is right below this video. Also, make sure to click that little bell that is right next to the subscribe button, because that will turn on your notifications and that will make sure that you never miss a new video. I share new videos twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays, so there's lots more recipes and yummy, delicious lifestyle content and everything like that coming your way. And of course, there's also tons to browse through in the archives. So have fun. Look forward to seeing you guys in my next video, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye!